Okay, I hope my team can get it done here. I think they're more than capable. I think they're more than capable. Let's get the name tags on. Well, they're coming up pretty much neck and neck. Mint is behind by a little bit, but nothing you can't make up within these first few turns. The first big differentiator is going to be the quarter pipe jump, which... Oh, actually, we do see some people going for it. Fauli and Null go for it. Mint and Lewi potentially facing down an ace here. Not ideal. About 5 seconds off the pace now. Fauli should just be taking this chill. Let's see if there are any crashes from Team Red. But not an ideal start. And they are going to ace. Right out the gate. I have no doubt that Mint and Lewi have the pace. It all comes down to, can they drive consistently? I would love for them to get a win. I don't know who had the first pick here. Because they did the picks and bans on their own. But yeah, I'm not sure whose map choice this is. Super says, got to enjoy this hate watch until I'm on the chopping block. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Mint looking really good. Goes for the risky strat. Lewi gets the double respawn. Null gets the double respawn. Mint is going to be better off here. Not by much, though. The others are going to potentially have more speed after the slow-mo wears off. And we see it here. Lewi slightly ahead this time. Null chasing, though. No one goes over the penalty. Mint still chasing. Lewi chasing down Null. Goes a little bit wide. Oh, but Null flips. Mint overtakes. Fauli is not going to catch Lewi, but Mint does take third. They're clawing it back. They're clawing it back. Right, let's see. I'd love to see him do it again. Now, I'm trying to be unbiased, but look, when you drafted these teams, you got a certain inclination towards the players, you know. You want them to succeed, you want them to do well. Mint and Lewi both make it through. Null does, but with a respawn. Fauli is chasing. Will he have the pace here? He's quite far off the pace. It's going to need a crash from Lewi. And low pace would allow Fauli to catch up. And Mint has low pace. Does clip a bit of the penalty there. That might do it. We're going to see Fauli gaining here. It's all going to be in the reactor section. Fauli's going to be forced to take a slightly wider line. Clips the edge, but doesn't find the same fate as Inspector from as Null from last round. But it is an ace right back by Team Blue. 5-4 is the score. Oh, guys, I really am hungry for a close match today. I just got to have a close match. Closest we've had so far was going to map 4. I want to see one go all the way. I know it's my team, and I'd love them to do really well. But you know, this is their first map. First match. You know, it doesn't... You know, you can lose your first match. And a tight one. I feel like that would give you the confidence. You just don't want to get blown out. But they're looking like that is unlikely here. I mean, the fact that I snagged Lewi is crazy. And Mint obviously has proven their Draft League supremacy, winning Challenger last season. Lewi's still out front. Mint is trying to chase Null here. Null looking like he's got the pace to stay where he is, though. But Team Blue still pushing it ahead. I believe, looking at the differences in pace, which was, you know, about 0.4 or 0.5 per player ahead, I think this is likely Team Blue's map choice. Super says it's Falu Labubu, by the way. No, it's Fauli. Fauli is what I've heard people say. When I say that in the pre-match, post-match interviews, Fauli is absolutely fine with it. So I think it's okay. But guys, if I am saying any names wrong, do let me know. Super is classically telling me he's spreading misinformation. Lewi with the crash. It's all on Mint here to hold it down. He's going to see that he's first as he comes through the checkpoint here. And with a big margin. Lewi's not going to be able to catch Null. Will Null be able to catch Mint here? Mint gets a great line on the reactor. Null gets that slightly wider line again. Not great. But he does hold second. Minimizes the damage. And they are alive. Although, it's going to be 9-6. We know what that means. It means you need back-to-back aces to survive. So let's keep eyes on Null. He was the top pick for Ryan's team. So the pressure's definitely on him a little bit here. He knows that he needs to drive well. Ideally win the round and have Fauli pull a decent performance, but he doesn't get it. 2 crashes from red, and it's going to be over. Any first place here, first place in anything will do it. Basically, they just can't get aced, and they're good to go. And it looks like we are good. Mint just driving sensibly, holding it down. Still a few seconds ahead. Lewi with an absolutely beautiful line, showing us how it's done through the reactor section. And that is the map. We are moving on. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I was like, are they gonna realize? They'll realize. Okay, so I'm assuming that this is Team Red's choice. We haven't seen the times, but obviously they're available on the website if you click on the match. Wow. That's a good line by Fauli. Mint is 8 seconds behind. It's all on Lewi here. Plays it safe. Maybe just trying to prevent the ace here. Maybe doesn't mind getting overtaken by one player. Null is chasing. He might get the snipe here. Doesn't manage to get it. Wow, Lewi holding it down, getting his team a draw in the first round. Tournament record for this division, currently a 40.632 by Null. Lewi coming pretty close to that. Mint and Fauli with equal PBs here. And then Lewi is 0.2 faster than Null. So we could well see a new tournament record for Challenger in this one. Thank you, Charlotte and Daruma, for feeding me the information. This is the best setup we've ever had. You guys know so much. Wow, Null risking it. Wow, they look like they're going to close out here. First and second, looking pretty unstoppable. This is a very fast... I think that's the new tournament record, right? By about 0.15. Wow. 40.4. Null pretty much getting close to equaling his old tournament record, about 0.1 off, but Fauli showing what he's made of here. Massive PB. Maybe some offline prac going on, but also maybe just the heat of battle, knowing that you got to go fast. Mint obviously had that big mistake in the first round, dropping 8 seconds off the pace. Lewi managed to pull through, secure a nice, safe draw for the team. Is Mint going to be able to repay the favor here? Team Red are driving absolutely blistering pace right now. But can Mint deny the ace? It's possible. It's going to need an excellent last turn here. He's got a lot of speed, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Exceptional driving by Team Red. Fauli and Null, barely a hair separating them. 200ths between the teammates there with a 40.6. Rough start line for Mint, but he survives. All 4 players making it through. This might be the first round we've had that. Lewi with a crash, though. But Mint looking in great shape. Ooh, Mint. Lewi is trying to chase here. But Team Red can close it out. And Ace gets them the win. Much tighter first map than second if it does go that way. But they would not argue with it at all. And it does get us one step closer to our first map 5. GG's to Null and Fauli. Evening it up at 1 map apiece. Wow. Second time we've seen this map in competition. First time obviously was map 2, match 2, map 2 on day 1. Or maybe the third time. It's hard to remember. So many matches. But yeah, they're looking good here. Let's see. We've got a little bit of battle going on. Fauli and Lewi battling it out. Null is about 0.7 off the back of these 3 drivers right now. Lewi takes a very inside line. It can work nicely. You want to be as far up to the right and as sideways as you can be coming through into the dirt. That gives you the maximum speed out, as far as I'm aware. Unless there's strats that I'm unaware of, but that, in theory, is how it should go and how it's felt for me driving this. Wow, Fauli slips up, and it's going to start with a Team Blue ace. Good driving there. I like the tactics. I like one player recognizing that they got a good start. They're ahead. Lewi's pushing it. Mint hanging back a little bit, waiting for mistakes. Knows that, you know, you're not going to make up 0.3 in the end by pushing it. So hope that someone's going to try and catch Lewi, and that time Fauli did. Rough start here for Mint. Well, I don't know, actually. He comes through with decent speed. Maybe just a different line. Because it's obviously a balance. Sure, everyone's going to know the world record lines. Everyone's going to be looking at the world record lines. Null fails the jump. Haven't seen that a lot here. Not getting enough speed out of the bug slide. Fauli going to need to push here to deny another ace. Will they both make it over? Lewi makes it. Mint does not. Fauli now chasing down Lewi. Null gets ahead of Mint. Fauli may be getting the comms that there's been a crash and they can secure the draw there with just some safe driving. Releases a lot round the last turn. Mint getting much needed practice at this end. It is a tricky end to get. I mean, some players make it look easy. I saw Quack driving it and he was going fast, but somehow getting a really wide line on the left that just made it look like he could never possibly crash. Okay, Fauli with a lot of speed, but gets maybe more airtime than they would have liked. How's the ice slide here? Null with probably the best line. Snaps out of it. Should have a good setup for speed here. But it's all about, do you make it over? I think we see a... Wow, I thought that was a fail from Fauli, but everyone else actually just soared way too far, I think. Fauli maybe with the best line. It's hard to know. Wow, Null managed to get the drift there. That's unbelievable. And he's going to take the win here. Followed by Mint and Lewi. And then Fauli not far off the pace here. With a 0.4 behind. Very close round. (5-2) to Team Blue. Lewi and Mint been driving pretty consistent so far. Definitely some mistakes, but this is just that kind of map. Mint with a mistake here. Lewi will know that. and will drive accordingly. Maybe he's just going to push it. Try and secure them another draw, which would be big here. Definitely avoiding some danger. Fauli has actually got a crash. Weren't watching, but he has crashed. Significantly behind. Mint should have a chance to catch up here. Lewi still pushing it. Null going to try and chase. He has a very strong end, but it might not be enough unless Lewi crashes, but he's taking that nice Lord Quack line. Not risking it. And Mint ends up getting the third. Team Blue pushing ahead here. Track point. They need an ace to make it happen. But it is a tricky road for the comeback for Team Red. I would say, if I was them right now, I'd be feeling like it's ace or bust. Like, you want an ace, get it back in there. If you let it go another round, they're at 8 or 9, then you're in hot water. I think they're going to be looking to push it, try and secure the ace here. Fauli, it's not going to be easy to do. He is off the pace significantly. Mint and Lewi driving sensible pace here. Lewi goes over a bit of the road border, but doesn't clip, importantly. Gets a bit of an awkward setup into here. Mint crashes, but Fauli is enough off the pace that it's not a problem. A draw now is looking like the best possible outcome for Null. As long as he can get through the end safely. He does. Mint gets through and Lewi gets through. That is a draw. Gets us to 8-4. Still very much possible. Still very much possible. Can go either way, but Team Blue stacking the odds heavily in their favor here. Once again, track point. Now, last time it was an ace required. This time, either an ace or a victory. First place and third place will do it for Lewi and Mint. Fauli's line there I actually quite like. Very fast time there from Null, according to Daruma. Super Sloth, welcome in. I am good, thank you. How are you doing? We are in the midst of week 1 of the Draft League. So I'm having a good time casting these matches, getting to watch some of the players from the community compete. First time I'm seeing my team in any division today. Wow, Fauli. It's risky. We knew it's risky. Wow, they had an ace right there. But Fauli having a lot of pace through the end. But yeah, Super Sloth, how are you doing? Track point again. Now is where it gets dicey. Now we need to see ace followed by victory for Team Red. We're going in the weekly grand, nice. God, I haven't played. I don't think I've ever played the weekly grand, but I know people were into it for a while. The virtual videos probably helped. Lewi gets a rough landing, but it doesn't seem like he's got a slowdown. It's going to be Lewi versus Null up at the top. Lewi with just like the perfect line. Gets very far right. And gets the maximum push out, but he is having some trouble on the landing. Fauli is so far off the pace, though. I don't think it's going to happen here. Null looking at a very quick time here. 55.591. Maybe not as quick as I thought. Do we have a record for Null? What's his PB? That time Null drove was only 0.145 behind tournament record for Elite in the previous couple of rounds. Team Blue with a chance to end it all here. Null and Fauli obviously winning their first match against Inspector and Nitric. But here they are coming up against a team who is well prepped At least on the maps we've seen so far, but Null looking very strong here. Wow, this is blistering pace from Null. Is it possible that he comes close to the world record here? I haven't seen anything wrong with his lines so far. If he gets the risky... Wow, Lewi's going to come from behind! And he takes it! Wow. With a 45.884. Holy. I didn't know you could get more pace out of that outside dirt. But Lewi does it. Only 0.8 off the world record there. Konami, welcome in. Wow, insane. That's a big momentum builder there. Wow, mistake from Lewi. Null has a chance to secure the round win here. He's been driving very quick. Let's see. Taking some very close lines through this entire grass section. Yeah, not taking any chances there. Now he's fearing again. Lewi again! No! Oh my god, 2 in a row. He's clearly got an unbelievably fast end. Mint takes it. Oh, and he gets sniped, though. 2 snipes. Lewi sniping Null by 400ths. And only about a couple hundredths, I think, between Null and Mint. Wow. Mint probably with what I would consider the right choice there. Lewi with a crash early. But we have seen he can come back from a crash. He had an early crash last round, managed to come back. Fauli is out of the running. Can Mint compete with Null up front? Let's see. Through the grass section. This is probably Null's strongest section. The end is where he's losing time to Lewi. But through this grass section, he's gaining quite a lot. Puts an extra sort of 0.1 or so on Mint through that section. Now into the outside dirt. Mint looking very good. Lewi managed to snipe Fauli there in the end. He's got an exceptionally fast last couple checkpoints. Basically from that outside dirt, from the exit of the grass into the outside dirt, he's looking great. Tournament record for Challenger on this map is a 45.771 by Null. Did we see that bested maybe by Lewi? Fauli could really do with just a confidence build around here. And this could be it. Would love to see like a 3rd place. I mean, a 2nd would be fantastic. Can they do it here? They're looking good. If they both make it through the finish, they're going to be absolutely fine. And they do, just barely. 46.074 by Null. Record is now a 0.668 by Null. And with that ace, Team Red take the lead. Lewi with an awkward line. Avoids the outside. Mint does not avoid the fate himself, though. Lewi's going to need to try and catch up at least one driver. Mint coming through now, taking the baton from his relay teammate. Can he put a stop to it? No, he can't. Lewi takes over again, but at this point, they're a couple of seconds off the pace. We'll see it properly through this checkpoint. Yeah, it's a good few seconds behind. And they should take it safely. They can go either finish here. I think just for consistency's sake. Go risky, but Null always makes a mistake there. Team Red trying to send us to our very first Map 5 of JPL Draft League Season 3. My goodness. Let's see. Big requirements here. It is double ace or bust. No room for error here for Lewi and Mint. I have no doubt they can do it. But is the consistency there? Will they be able to safe, not risk a crash, and also drive fast enough to beat Null? That is the question. Lewi seems to be able to stick close enough to then pounce on that last checkpoint. As we come through here, Null into the outside. Lewi with a slightly worse line this time, doesn't get the outside. But actually, is that his line? Maybe that's his faster line. But Null and Fauli take it with a dominant 12-4 performance, and we're going to map 5. And Tropolada, a map that we know well from the qualifiers. Let's see how well these players know it. Some of them played in the quali, some of them did not. Mint looking really good through the start. Gets the ideal lines. Little release tap through the uphill. Prevents you from getting the airtime. Sets up really nicely here for the right-hand turn. You want to set up as far left as possible and then start swinging right as early as you can. Lots of speed here from Mint. Is he going to be able to get the inside line that they want? Yes, doesn't oversteer too much. But Null and Fauli looking really strong. Mint with more speed, I think. Didn't have to release as much. Is he going to be able to snipe? He is not. Team Red start with an ace, but it was anyone's game there. 0.5 between first and fourth. Minimal mistakes there from everyone. Let's take a look at Null. First place in the last round. Him and Fauli driving very well. Pretty much in sync. Lewi gets a little bit of an awkward line here, but making it work. Null with probably the best line. Gets the full outside bank. Gets the nice inside line here to set himself up by the flag into the hard right-hander. It's all set up through those first few turns there on Tropolada. It's making sure that you're set up to attack into the next turn. Otherwise, you've got to slow down, release. All things you don't want to be seeing. Wow, Null driving fast. Lewi, though, with an alternate line. Looking pretty good, but I don't think he's going to be able to catch. And a victory. Strong start for Team Red. Foundation tournament record 44.8 from Cuckoo. Believe we've seen that beaten today already. Maybe in the round where everyone was close. Lewi with a crash is not a good sign. Significantly off the pace. Fauli driving fast as well. Eyes up the flag. Gets the ideal turn, but Mint looking okay. Gonna have to steer quite sharply to make sure he can get space. And he hits into the wall. Wow, it could be over just like that. It's gonna need a huge comeback from Team Blue on a map where mistakes do happen. Gonna need to try and prevent all of them. Lewi chasing, but unless we see some mistakes here. Oh, they take it. Not the fastest round, but big mistakes from Team Blue. I mean, they're going to need... Yeah, I mean, they're going to need ace, ace. Would ace, ace victory get you there? No. It would need to be ace, ace, ace. They can do it. At least put some pressure on. I think if you get the first ace, you start making them think about it. And they're looking so in sync here. Both into the right-hander. No touching the far left wall, which is the danger here. But at this level, I wouldn't expect it. Lewi with an awkward line. It looked like he almost touched the wall there. Oh, Mint with a crash, and it might all be over here. Unless Lewi can get first place, which he looks to. They needed triple ace anyway. So this doesn't change anything. Lewi manages to keep it going just one more round. They still need the triple ace, but that buys them a little bit of time. Ace, ace victory. No, because I think they were on 1, so they needed 9 points. Mint with a mistake, and that might be it. Oh no, he's still in the game. He is by no means out of it. Lewi's going to need to take first. That's a given. Null with a really awkward line. But he's still alive. I don't know how he made that work. He's a magician. Lewi's going to take it, but I don't think Mint is going to be able to catch. GG's. What a match that was. Honestly, as much as it hurts to lose at any point, we know that Null and Fauli are one of the strongest teams, and they've already played a match. To take them to the final map and then get a little bit unlucky, you know what? It's not a bad way to start. Let me jump in with the players. Guys.
Oh no, he's here.
I'm here. Honestly, not a terrible way to start.
Captain, do it.
No, not a terrible way to start. I was just saying, you know what? They're a strong team. They've already played. You took them all the way to the 5th map. I think it could have gone absolutely either way on that last map. They just happened to drive really strong rounds.
You mean hadn't I bonked every round, we could have won.
Yeah.
It's time for me though.
It's tough. It's tough. It happens. It happens.
No, I mean, it's fair. I got to face the music. I had a great teammate. I just didn't show up.
No, you guys.
But also, like, I was way too crash heavy. Like, especially the last 2 maps, I just made too many mistakes. Like, pace-wise, I could have gotten it.
Yeah, I mean, look, you guys were holding it down. I like the strength you showed early on. That last map was unfortunate, but it happens. I look forward to seeing your future matches. When's your next match? Do you know?
I have no clue, but I have the website open.
Is it on the 4th or is there one in between?
Okay, so you not got too long.
Yeah, it looks like the 4th. Yeah.
Not got too long, but I look forward to watching it. I think let's hope for better there. But you guys, honestly, if you drive like that again, I think you'll win the majority of your matches.
Yeah, I think so too. I think
you played good. Yeah. So well done, guys. I'm going to jump in with them now.
For the next one.
But keep cracking. But also, you guys look pretty fast. Pace-wise, you look pretty good. Guys.
This good isn't opening.
Hello there.
Well done. Another win. That puts you at the forefront of the division with 2 wins. It's pretty good stuff. Nice. How are you feeling?
Well, today in Golden Sun and Applesauce, I've never felt more stressed in my whole life.
Really?
I felt so often, I was so stressed, it was wild. But then I logged in.
Yeah.
And after that, just 12.
Yeah, when it mattered, you guys were locked in. I think
I already told him that when the game is on his line, he's in his prime.
Hell yeah, I like that. No, we saw a new tournament record. I don't know if you know, on Hex's map from you. It was previously held by you as well from your first match. But yeah, some fast driving there, across pretty much all the maps. And Fauli, yeah, I mean, a few mistakes here and there, but when it mattered, you pulled through.
Yeah, I mean, I think this match was a very big learning experience for us that we definitely need to put some more work on some of the maps. But overall,
yeah, I think it's early, right? So it's kind of you had 2 early matches. You managed to get 2 wins. I think that's kind of like you've escaped what could be a really dangerous situation. You know, now is the time probably. You've clearly got the pace, but now I think, you know, you can get some rounds practice in, stuff you probably didn't have time to prac, you know, because you only had like a week or a week and a half to learn the maps. But yeah, I'm sure you guys will do good. I mean, you're the team to beat in Challenger right now, so I look forward to watching the rest of your games. I'm sure it'll be entertaining, and I'm glad thank God we went to map 5. It looked like we might not make it there, but you guys clutched up.
Yeah, we have our maps. Our maps.
Now I don't need the blocker anymore. So.
Yeah. True. And look, I can...
Let's screen some fun at Erland.
The blocker, I deleted the blockers today because someone told... Because no one wanted the blocker. So I was like, okay. But I need to figure out something to do with that Ned Erland screen. Yeah. Guys, congratulations. And when's your next match?
Monday?
The 3rd.
Yeah, rescheduled, yeah.
Wow, okay. So you're getting like a lot of matches in early.
We're playing the entire season in 1 week and then we just chill.
Yeah. I mean, you can probably secure your playoff spot. I think the 3rd win will guarantee you a playoff spot. So yeah.
Okay.
Lock in for that one and then we'll see. But yeah, guys, good luck and good luck with any prac and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you. GG's to your team as well.